You're listening to the RYSS Youth Hub podcast.
A podcast brought to you by Regional Youth Support Services and Central Coast Police.
So I've got unnamed drummer with me here today. Now, unnamed drummer, what music do you like?
I like a lot of metal, death metal, thrash metal, heavy metal, but also like classical piano and stuff.
Very good. Wide variety.
What about you?
Hey, no names. Unnamed guitarist.
Unnamed guitarist.
Well, you see, my music taste is sort of like the widest variety that you'll ever hear. So if you go onto like my playlist, you'll see anything from country to blues to death metal to rock. So I listen to a lot of everything at the moment, though. I'm listening to a lot of like metal and rock is sort of what I'm in at the moment, but it always changes.
Well, I guess my mum kind of played like Metallica and Iron Maiden when I was growing up, but the first like conscious metal song I knew I was listening to was Run to the Hills by Iron Maiden, and I was like, damn, like this is really good, because like when listening to other genres, it never grabbed my attention. So when I listened to that song, I was like, damn, and then it just kind of flowed on, just started finding other bands and stuff.
You're listening to the RYSS Youth Hub podcast. Let's do this.
Who are my musical influences? My mum and my dad. I would say my biggest influences for songwriting are the Eagles and Bob Dylan. Growing up, I listened to a lot of Regina Spektor and a lot of bands, a lot of rock mostly, Fleetwood Mac. But finding my own interests, I moved a lot into jazz, and one of my hugest influences is Amy Winehouse and Erykah Badu for their unique sound, and they're probably my biggest influences.
Wasn't so blue till my baby went away. Oh, how I miss you.
I'm a really anxious person, so when I play music, I just find that it doesn't, just calm me down. I just sort of forget about it. I don't really, and a lot of people say that, but really I do just sit back and I forget all of those things I'm feeling because I'm so focused on what the next note is, you know what I mean? So I'm never really sitting there worrying about how I'm feeling. I'm worrying about how I'm singing.
Don't know where
Well, I grew up in a very musical family. Like I said, my mum and dad were probably my biggest musical influences. But yeah, I had singing teaching from about the age of 4 with a close friend from our family, and my whole family sung, apart from my dad. He's horrible, but everyone else sung, and I learnt guitar just by watching my dad. I've never had lessons, but he's a very talented guitarist. So I learnt guitar from my dad and singing from my mum and sisters, I'd say.
the way I still do. When my baby,
I've never been able to use a recording studio before, or even see one or step inside one. I've done a lot in the music industry for my age, I think, but I've never actually recorded anything, and I got the chance to here, which was really cool, and it's something that I'm very grateful for. So I think programs like this give people a lot of opportunity, and it's just overall really fun. The vibes are good, and we love everyone here.
the way you used to do. Oh, I swear it's true.
I've always said to myself, I want to have a job that I can, that can sustain my living, but also something that I love, because it is true. Like, it's cheesy, but it's true. You got one life, so why spend 99% of your time doing a job that you don't enjoy? I would hate that. That's my worst fear. So I'd love to do music as a career and be able to support myself financially with that. That's probably, even if that just means gigs every week, that's probably my biggest dream, I guess.
He took summer to
You're listening to the RYSS Youth Hub podcast.
I'm really into a lot of rap, Kanye West, MF Doom, but I'm also into just like some people on like in Australia, like Ocean Alley, Spacey Jane, a smaller artist, Ruby Archer. I've actually seen her play before. I'm friends with her. I like her music. At the moment, I'm really into an artist called King Cruel. He makes a lot of songs. He's from England, and yeah, he's just really good.
With support from Central Coast Police, this is the RYSS Youth Hub podcast.
But I'd say my connection, I can actually remember when like I started first listening to music. Like, I don't remember the exact date, but I remember my brother was playing on his speaker back when I used to live in Melbourne. I would have been 7 or 8. He played Lil Uzi Vert, EXO, Life. And like I was like, oh, this is a really good song. And then I started listening to like XX, just rappers like that. The best way I can describe it is put on a good song, actually read the lyrics and their storytelling in music. Like, you might put it on like, oh, this is catchy, but if you actually take time out of your day, read the lyrics to the song, and you kind of will get what like they're talking about in their songs. Like, I do like Lil Yachty is good because I'd say he's really good for this generation where rap music is like involved with like a lot of drugs, violence, but he doesn't rap about stuff like that. And I would say the same for Kanye a bit. Just hip hop is definitely where I started connecting to music, I'd say. But music isn't definitely like, that's not my goal for life, I'd say. I've had like a dream to make a movie. I'm really into film, and making a movie would be really good. I really like cameras, just stuff like that.
Thanks for listening.
This is the RYSS Youth Hub podcast.
What's your favourite music? I kind of like pop songs and like nice country music, and I like pretty much all the nice flowy songs.
Yeah, mad.
What type of music you like?
Yeah, I like a lot of trap, hip hop, any genre of 80s, 90s, even 70s.
Pretty good.
I like funk and UK drill.
Yeah, the 70s is so good.
So I more like the bass in the songs and the trap and like snare and stuff in a song.
That's pretty good.
And currently producing my own music, which hectic.
Great.
Yeah.
What got you in the music?
Well, as I said before, just the trap and hip hop. I did used to listen to like a lot of pop songs like Taylor Swift.
Didn't we all?
Yeah, used to listen to quite a bit. Mostly on the radio as well. And producing music now is really good, which is it's also fun, especially the fact that you're literally making your own music. It's all done by scratch.
It is great.
Yeah, it's hectic.
What are your thoughts on making music?
Hectic, I love it.
Yeah, I think it's amazing. It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Instead of having to find the beat you like, you just make it.
If only the beat making softwares were for free instead of like those off-brand beat making softwares, it would be way better.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
Oh, I think it's great. Like, yeah, you don't have to like go and search for a song forever.
Yeah.
Or just hear one on the street and then listen to it for like a week and then get bored of it. You can just make your favourite music from home.
Yeah, mad. Yeah.
This place is the bomb, isn't it?
It's hectic. Locked up in the studio back there.
This place is like great. Like, I love it. They've got like the best equipment and they're just amazing.
They've got beautiful equipment.
Free food.
And free food, yeah, love it there.
Yeah. I just love being in that music room. It's like
The music room
it's
is
just crazy.
yeah, it's
like all the
hectic, eh?
equipment, and when you're actually in the not in the studio part, but you're in the room next to it, you get to like see all the little knobs and stuff. You're like, Jesus, which button will blow up the planet?
yeah, yeah. That's the studio. I think is just like kind of badass. Like,
I know.
Considering that like it's well,
Yeah,
P.C.Y.C.
I know.
like,
This place is great.
it's a police youth club.
Centre.
Yeah, police youth club centre. It's hectic.
And then when I go into the actual studio room, I'm like, okay, what instrument to use first?
Yeah,
This one, that one, that one. Eeny, meeny, miny.
yeah.
Yeah. And then there's those band blokes, and they make, oh my god,
Oh,
they make the biggest. They're gonna go like far and long.
They're gonna
gonna
go
be
so
great.
far.
When they set up all their equipment in there, and then they close both doors, you could still hear them down the hall. They're just amazing.
You can
like,
hear him from the
I think they're playing Bon Jovi, maybe.
you can hear him from the basketball court.
Yeah, they're the best. They got the
Yeah.
best. They just work together. They're so fluent. God, I wish I could be like that.
Well, there's always been that sense of music in my family, really. It was more so from my dad's side. Nothing too big, just play a bit every now and then. I never really was that into it as a kid, but I started getting into it a few years ago, and I asked my dad how to teach me how to play guitar and just went from there. My favourite styles of music are more country and older songs, really. I'm not really into the pop and auto-tune nowadays, but yeah, I like a bit of country every now and then. Just anything that comes on, really. Well, the ultimate dream would be make a few songs, maybe play in front of a few people, get my confidence up a little bit. And it's only really a hobby, really. Never really planned to go too far with it. I just love the story behind songs, the story that it can convey to people that words can't really do. I love the feeling it gives you that just want to just listen to more and can't really describe it, just like it.
You're listening to the RYSS Youth Hub podcast.
Presented by us.
Bum bum.
Oh.
Bum. Bum.
Oh.
Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah.
Gotta put on the podcast voice that people have. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Previously
On podcast.
Bum bum bum.
Bum bum bum.
Okay. So I hear you're in a band. When did you first meet the band members?
This year.
This year?
At
Nice.
the very start of the year because they're in my music class.
That's very nice. So when did you start playing bass?
This year.
This year? When about?
Like January.
That's very nice. And did you get your own bass in January?
Yes.
Nice. That's very interesting.
Actually, it was
Yeah.
like Christmas around last year.
okay.
Ish.
Yeah.
Something like
That's really interesting.
that. Yeah, it's quite interesting, yes.
Yeah. All right. And what do you enjoy listening to? Who's your favourite artist?
It's a band called Psychedelic Porn Crumpets.
Nice. That is quite an interesting name. All right. And what is your favourite song by the Psychedelic Porn Crumpets?
It is.
Oh.
It's one of my favorites. Like
That's great.
I'll say Red Fox too.
All right. So when did you just realise that music was for you? I really love playing the bass. When did that idea pop up in your head?
When I liked the sound of it.
You know what? That's very fair. And just thought of this favourite band.
I'm gonna say Red Vox this time.
Red Rocks.
No, Red Vox.
Red Vox. All right. What's your favourite song by Red Vox?
In the Garden.
In the Garden. All right. He's a Iggle Piggle, a part of See the lead singer? Huh?
I can Google the lead singer if you really want.
Yeah, sure.
No,
Let's
okay.
get it up.
There
will be a short intermission. We will be back shortly.
Vinny. His name is Vinny.
Big Vinny. That's quite interesting.
Why is this on
I like a lot of
YouTube?
music. I'm very eclectic. But I do enjoy a lot of Mumford & Sons.
Oh my god.
You know, because I'm just built like that. And what else do I enjoy? I like ABBA. I'm a big ABBA fan.
You are an ABBA fan. I know that.
do
Also
enjoy the occasional ABBA.
Young Spinach.
Young Spin. Yeah. You know, Lil Barnacle, my favourite.
These are actual people, by the
Yeah,
way.
these are actual
they're
artists.
They make
Lil
like
Barnacle's a kid, you know, shout out
they're
to
both
him.
children, and they make like super
Interesting songs.
very interesting songs.
Yeah.
Like
Okay. So, got any more questions?
how did you get so sexy?
Just really on my Portuguese blood, you know. It's in the genetics.
It's like 10% of all the other.
Yeah.
Like-
It's literally down to like 5% now. I'm not very Portuguese, but I
Yeah.
like to embrace it.
Yeah.
You know, Ronaldo was my sixth cousin. Twice removed.
Yes, twice removed.
Twice removed. Oh, no, thank you. Oh, actually.
Oh, pizza? I would. Can we get pizza? I want pizza.
The RYSS Youth Hub podcast, with support from Central Coast Police.
A project by Regional Youth Support Services funded by Safer Communities.